Happy morning, dear students. I welcoming you all to this revision class. Tomorrow, you are going to write zoology October monthly test. So, for this, I have already informed you the portions, chapter 4, organ and organ system in animals, in which you will have frog and pigeon, and the fifth chapter, digestion and absorption. So already I send you the PDF of these lessons, evaluation questions. You have to go through that, all the evaluation question, including the 1 marks. Now we will revise some of the questions inside the book. So in frog, you have to see the classification of frog. Frog belongs to phylum Chordata, class Amphibia, order Anura, genus Rana, and species Hexadactyla. And the next important thing is the difference between the frog and toad. It is a public question paper question, so you have to read this difference between frog and toad. For this, you have to write fully the characters, frog and toad's characters. So family, body shape, legs, webbed feet, skin, teeth, egg formation, etc. Next, you have to go through the difference between the male and the female frog. The male frog has a pair of vocal sac and a copulatory or the nuptial pad on the ventral side of the first digit of each forelimb. These vocal sacs assist in amplifying the croaking sound of the frog. Vocal sacs and nuptial pad are absent in female frog. In anatomy, you have to read the digestive system fully. So explain the digestive system of frog with a neat labeled sketch. Right? You have to draw a diagram also. This you know how to write. So the alimentary canal and the digestive glands. So alimentary canal consists of buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, duodenum, ileum and rectum, which leads to the cloaca, which opens outside by the cloacal aperture. Write this description and you have to draw the diagram for this and mark the parts. And the next question is the respiratory system of a frog. How frog respires. Respiratory system of a frog includes. So respiration includes cutaneous respiration. That means by skin. Cutaneous means skin. In buccal respiration on land and pulmonary respiration by lungs. This you have to write. It may be asked in 3-mark question. Next, you have to read the nervous system of a frog, in which nervous system is divided into central nervous system, peripheral and the autonomous nervous system. The peripheral nervous system consists of 10 pairs of cranial nerves and 10 pairs of spinal nerves. So in frog, there are 10 pairs of cranial and 10 pairs of spinal nerves are there. So you have to go through that. In excretory system, the excretion is done by the kidneys. The kidneys are mesonephric type and they excrete urea. It's called as a ureotelic animal. So this you have to study what type of kidney amphibians have and what is the nitrogenous waste product is excreted, right? And next very important question is the economic importance of frog. So what is the uses of frog or economic importance? So it is used as a important animal in the food chain, and then it is also beneficial to man, helping in reducing the insect population, and it is also used as a traditional medicine for blood pressure and anti-aging. And in USA, Japan and China, it can be consumed as a delicious food because they are high nutritive. Next type study is the pigeon. In pigeon, you have to study the classification. Phylum Chordata, class Aves, order Columbiformes, genus Columba and species Livia. And in this, you have to read the external features of this pigeon and also the exoskeleton. In exoskeleton of pigeon, question will be asked like this. So what are the different kinds of feathers in birds? There are different types of feathers, which includes contour feather, filoplume and down feathers. So there are 3 kinds of feathers. Quill feather. Quill feather is found in the wings and the tail. Contour feathers forms the covering of the body. Philo plumes lies between the contour feather, and down feathers are present in the nestlings. So it's an important 2-mark question. And you have to go through the structure of quill feather. So you have to draw the diagram and you have to write the explanation for this structure of quill feather. And next is the flight muscles. So how the flight muscles is helpful for a bird to fly. So what are the different types of flight muscles? So pectoralis major and pectoralis minor are there, and there are also another muscle called coracobrachiolis, which is helpful for pulling the wings down and to rotate the wings during the flight. This is also an important 3-mark question. Next important question is the respiratory system. So in respiratory system, there are different kinds of air sacs are found in the pigeons. So you have to read the 9 air sacs are there. So you have to know that name, where it is present. It is also an important question. Then we move on to the sense organs of pigeon. So in the sense organs of pigeon, there is a question called pecten. What is called the pecten? So the eyes are large and well developed, and they are not spherical but by convex. The sclerotic coat contains bony plates. There is a vascular pigmented structure which is found in the eyes of this pigeon, that is called as pecten, projecting into the vitreous body from the point where the optic nerve enters the eye. So this pecten is concerned with the power of accommodation, which is greatly developed in birds. So you have to write up to this. So that's all about the 4th chapter. So when you move on to the 5th chapter, that is digestion and absorption, we revised so many questions in that. So in this, you have to know the important 2 marks and 3-mark questions. I will give you some certain terms. So you have to go through that terms. Thecodont. What is meant by thecodont? Each tooth is embedded in a socket in the jawbone. This type of attachment is called as thecodont. Diphyodont. 2 sets of teeth are present in the lifetime of a man. So heterodont. Different types of teeth are present. So what is the dental formula? 2123 by 2123. Okay. And then what is gingivitis? What is gingivitis? If the plaque formed on the teeth is not removed regularly, it would spread down the tooth into a narrow gap between the gums and enamel and causes inflammation called gingivitis, which leads to redness and bleeding of the gums and to bad smell. And then what is frenulum? Frenulum means it's attachment of tongue to the posterior part of the buccal cavity, that is called as a frenulum. And next important 2 mark is the GERD, G-E-R-D. So a question if GERD is asked, you have to write fully. GERD means gastroesophageal reflux disorder. If the cardiac sphincter does not contract properly, cardiac sphincter contract agalana, during the churning action of the stomach, the gastric juice with acid may flow back into the esophagus and causes heartburns resulting GERD. So you have to write fully, then only you can score marks, right? And next important question is what is meant by crypts of Lieberkühn? What is crypts of Lieberkühn? Pear patches is present in the intestinal mucosa, okay, which produces the lymphocytes. So the wall of this small intestine bears the crypts between the base of the villi called the crypts of Lieberkühn. Crypts of Lieberkühn is found at the base of the villi in the small intestine. Okay, and then what is vermiform appendix? So large intestine consists of the cecum, colon and rectum, and the cecum is a small blind pouch-like structure that opens into the colon, and it possesses a narrow finger-like projection called vermiform appendix. And the next question is the hemorrhoids or piles. What is meant by hemorrhoids or piles? The anal mucosa is folded into several vertical folds and contains arteries and veins called anal columns. These anal columns may get enlarged and causes piles. So it is also an important 2-mark question. And then if you see the muscles inside the wall of the alimentary canal. So what are the different layers found in the wall of the alimentary canal? There are 4 important layers: serosa, muscularis, submucosa, and mucosa. So this serosa is a outermost layer and it is made up of squamous epithelium. Muscularis is made up of smooth, circular, and longitudinal muscles, and submucosal layer is formed of loose connective tissue, whereas the innermost layer is the lumen of the alimentary canal, is the mucosa, which secretes mucus. And in digestive glands, so we have to go through the salivary glands and gastric glands. Salivary glands means there are three types of salivary glands: parotid, submaxillary, and submandible. So there are several ducts found in these glands. So you have to go to the duct which arises from the question will be asked like this: the duct which arises from the parotid gland is dash Stenson's duct. So like this question will be asked. Next is the gastric gland. So what are the different types of cells present in the stomach? So in the gastric glands, different types of cells are present. Peptic cells, which secretes gastric enzymes. Goblet cells secrete mucus, and the parietal or oxyntic cell secretes hydrochloric acid. You have to read the functions of liver. Okay, there are several functions of liver. It is also an important 3-mark question, and you have to draw the diagram of liver and pancreas, and you have to mark the parts. So draw the structure of liver and pancreas and mark the parts, right? And next is the digestion of food and role of digestive enzymes. So in digestion mechanism, so what are the several enzymes secreted in stomach? In stomach there are two types of enzymes, pepsin and renin. Pepsin converts protein into proteases and peptones, and this renin, it helps in the digestion of milk protein casinogen to casein. And then digestion in small intestine. So digestion in small intestine is a very important 5-mark question. So you have to write it like equation form. Okay, so it will be easy for you to read. It's an important 5-mark question. So read it fully. And then in absorption and assimilation of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. So what is meant by absorption? What is meant by assimilation? Right? Question will be asked like this: what is micelles and what are chylomicrons? So what is absorption? Absorption is a process by which the end product of digestion passes through the intestinal mucosa into the blood and lymph. And then micelles means the insoluble substance like fatty acids or first incorporated into a small spherical water droplets called micelles, and after that it is coated by a protein coat called chylomicrons, right? And last one is assimilation. The body tissues utilize the absorbed substances for their activities and incorporate into the protoplasm of the cell, and this process is called as assimilation. And you have to go through the different types of nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. So there are different types of vitamins are there: fat soluble and water soluble vitamins. Fat soluble vitamins includes vitamin A, D, E, and K, and water soluble vitamins includes vitamin B and C. So you have to go through this tabular column: fat soluble vitamins and water soluble vitamin. So vitamins, functions, and symptoms of deficiency is given. So you have to go through that and you have to read that. 1 marks will be asked in that, even 5 marks also. And in calorific value of carbohydrate, proteins, and fat, you have to know the calorific value of carbohydrate. Carbohydrate calorific value 4.1 calories, lipid 9.45, and protein it is 4 kilocalories. And then according to World Health Organization, the daily requirement of protein in an average Indian is 1 gram per 1 kg of body weight. And then nutrition and digestive disorders. In that you have to read protein energy malnutrition, PEM. That is a very important question. Write note on PEM, protein energy malnutrition. In protein energy malnutrition, you have to write the symptoms of marasmus and Kwashiorkor fully. Okay, it's an important 3-mark question. Read it fully. And next one is the indigestion, constipation, vomiting, jaundice. You go through all that, how it is caused and what are the symptoms, right? Go through everything. And then finally, peptic ulcer. Peptic ulcer is caused by the bacterium called dash. 1 mark it will be asked. Peptic ulcer is caused by Helicobacter pylori. Right? And then how will you assess the obesity of our body? Obesity எப்படி assess பண்ணணும் with help of BMI. What is BMI? Body mass index. Body mass index means BMI. How will you calculate this BMI? BMI can be calculated by weight of a person divided by height in meters square. Weight of a person divided by height in meters square. If it ranges from 19 to 25, the person is normal. If it is above 25, they are considered as obese. Right? And then so many 1 marks are there. Please go through that. Not only the evaluation question, you have to go through all the 1 marks that is given. For example, dash discovered vitamins. N.L. Lunin discovered vitamins, but the name vitamin was given by Dr. Funk. The first vitamin isolated was B1 by Dr. Funk. The first vitamin produced by fermentation process using Acetobacter bacteria is vitamin C. 1 marks question will be asked. So you please go through that. Read this digestion lesson fully. It will helpful for you to clear your NEET exam. Right? So you have to read each and every line in this book. Okay? So if you have any doubt, you ask me. And then go through everything, write your exam well. All the best. Thank you.